Yo, I hit max rank in the finals game, and I'm currently one of the top 500 ranked players. So here's the best beginner loadout for each class in the finals, starting with the light class. If you want to have fun, frag out, and not have to worry about insane skill gaps when you're just starting out, these loadouts will definitely come in clutch. Make sure to bookmark this video to try this kit later. Alright, for starters, we have the light class. For your special kit, you should be running the cloaking device. You can get some insane utility out of being invisible. It allows you to flank easier, makes it easier to disappear when someone's chasing you, and you can get some great angles effortlessly. The only thing you have to worry about when running cloak is whether a medium player is running recon or not, because they can actually see you when you're invisible. This is your only counter. Next, for your main weapon, one of the most balanced guns for the light class is definitely the XP54. It's an SMG with great damage output. It has a scope for increased visibility, and the recoil is one of the easiest in the game to control. Now, for gadgets, these are important. I like to run the stun gun, breach charge, and glitch grenade. The stun gun is great for singling out enemy players. If someone is lagging behind their team and you hit them with the stun gun, they won't be able to run, they can't use any utility at all, and they can't even aim down sights when shooting back. It's incredible for a free pick for sure. Now, the breach charge. The breach charge is clutch for creating openings in buildings for increased visibility or entrying, or even placing the charge on point and listening for a steal. You can pop the breach charge to knock the point down a level, or to pop some barrels that you placed on point beforehand. And the glitch grenade. The glitch grenade is the heavy counter. It disables all utility on the ground and even disables players from using gadgets as well. So mesh shields and bubbles completely disappear when you hit a clean glitch grenade. There are three main builds that are really great for the finals rank: full support, full recon, and full defense. Build number 1, full support. The medium class has the most broken support options in the entire game. For your special item, you want to run the healing beam. This can be clutch for keeping your teammates up in the middle of fights or helping them get full HP after getting a defib revive on them. For your main weapon, I recommend running the AKM over the FCAR, specifically because the AKM is better for fighting multiple people at one time, or even shooting heavy bubbles and shields so that your entire team can make a play easier. Now, for your gadgets, these are important. You should be running defib, jump pad, and gas grenade, in whichever order you prefer, obviously. Defibrillator. The defib is one of the most clutch abilities the medium class has easily. You can turn a 2v3 situation back into a 3v3 instantly, and if you revive someone on your team like a heavy player, they can have a huge impact by having an extra life mid-fight. Jump pad. The jump pad is super clutch for gaining height, helping your team play for angles, or getting you guys out of bad situations. And the gas grenade is nice for cutting off rotations from enemy teams that are chasing, or for helping you and your team play time on the objectives. Build number 2, full recon. The full recon build specializes in providing your team a ton of information to help you guys secure points, single out enemy players, and win fights easily, but it definitely requires a lot of communication. So if you're playing solo, this build might not be for you. For your full recon special item, you should be running recon senses. Recon senses will give you wall hacks for pretty much the entire duration of a game. It has a really short cooldown and allows you to see all enemies on the map through walls, but it only works for you, so you need to relay that information back to your team. Next, for your weapon, I recommend running the FCAR. The FCAR is slightly more accurate than the AKM, and it has a nice scope and great damage output, which means you can pick off an enemy typically a little quicker than you can with the AKM. For gadgets, pick the sonar grenade, defib, and jump pad. The sonar grenade is super clutch for helping your team hold point when enemies are pushing. When you guys are holding an objective and contested, or even pushing a contested objective, throw down a sonar grenade to help reveal enemy players to your teammates. And like I said before, the jump pad and defibrillator are clutch for helping the team reset. The full defense kit. The full defense kit will help you secure points and objectives flawlessly, but this will pretty much be all you're good for. This build would be like running Torbjorn in Overwatch or playing Engineer in TF2. For your special item, run the Guardian turret. You typically want to place these in and around point so that it can fire on anyone that goes for a steal. And for your main weapon, you can run either the FCAR or AKM, whichever one you prefer. For the gadgets, run the APS turret, gas mine, and explosive mine. I know, just hear me out. If you place the APS turret in or close to point, no one will be able to throw any explosives or even heavy shields down on the point for a steal, and you have 4 mines to cook with. It's typically a good idea to place them near doorways or close to point, but not directly on the objective. The heavy class, mesh shield. For your special item, you should 100% be running mesh shield. The heavy class needs to be able to soak up as much damage as possible for the team while you let your teammates take ranged fights. SA-1216 shotgun. The SA-1216 is broken. Listen, if you have any VR credits, this is literally the first heavy item you need to unlock. It pretty much can one-shot anyone on the map that's not a heavy. It's dirty. RPG-7 gadget. The RPG is also just a necessity. It can help your team get a first pick almost instantly, which can easily completely change a fight, or if you need a hole blown through a building, you're covered. Heavy C4 gadget. The heavy C4 can actually be used for some pretty broken tech. If you place C4 on the flying canisters that you can pick up found around the map, you can basically use them as a second RPG. You also get 2 charges. And finally, the dome shield gadget. The dome shield is also a must. Seriously, it's insanely clutch for helping your team secure cash, make plays for a steal, or even disengage from fights. If you enjoy FPS gaming content, make sure to follow for daily uploads. Much love, goats, and thanks for joining me in the dojo.